Hello! Coming to you live from the Megan Mobile. Just at the gym. It's all part of the new chapter. I'm going back to the gym. I'm eating better. Got myself a new job! Motherfucker! This whole video is just going to be about like my new job. It's a big deal to me. You probably won't understand why until I tell you why, and you can just see that bit later on in the video. Meantime, I'm just going to buy myself some new stuff. Like, you know, when you get a new job, you need some mugs, a cup, book, pens, all that shebang. Even though I'm so skinny, I actually have like £50 at the end of the month. Cute, but we'll make it work. I'm trying to eat good. Tell you why I'm trying to eat good, because I can't fit in my Halloween costume. Okay, I haven't got a Subway. Hot chocolate sauce everywhere. So, went into Paper Chase and their stuff is by far the cutest. So I was like, oh, I seen like this wee fluffy notebook, this pen with like a fluffy crab on top, and I looked at the price. My bank does not have sufficient funds for Paper Chase, so I had to settle on Tesco instead. I am all ready to rumble. So I'll show you what I got. Do you want to see? Yeah, I'll show you. So I got this wee notepad, some black pens to be professional, some coloured pens to be fun, then I have this water bottle to be healthy, and look at this wee mug. It's Dumbo. I have Dumbo bed throws and Dumbo cushion there. That is just the cutest mug ever. Hi. As part of the video, I have been going around in circles like, am I going to film it? Am I going to talk about it? Yeah, well, no, I won't. Yeah, well, no, I won't. Yeah, well, I don't really know where to start. I mentioned in my Q&A, basically, someone asked me what my new job was, and I said, I've got a new job, but it's quite a big deal to me, so I'm going to make a separate video about it instead of just talking about it there. But people probably watched that and were like,
right, you've got a new job, like, calm down, it's not really that massive a deal.
Probably no one really cared enough to actually watch a whole video about it. Anyway, anxiety is such a sensitive subject and topic, and I don't want to offend anyone. I know there's people out there who are suffering 1,000 times worse than I have. They don't have such a simple fix like I had, but that being said, then just because someone's maybe struggling a bit more or worse than you, it doesn't mean that you didn't struggle as well. I'm now feeling 1,000 times better. If I didn't explain it, then I wouldn't have been 100% honest why getting a new job is such a big deal to me. Yeah. At the start of 6th year, I was like, I'm going to go to uni, I'm going to go do business, such a smart cookie, leave uni, big job and loads of money, a nice big house, a nice big car. Like halfway into 6th year, like I just completely lost interest. Like, I was meant to be going and studying business at uni. I didn't actually show up to my business exam, therefore I failed and didn't get into uni anymore. So that was one of my finer moments, and I was like, do you know what I'm going to do? Instead of getting just a full-time job, I'm going to get an apprenticeship. Maybe me, the first one I see, I'm like, oh, that'll do. For the first kind of 6 months or so, I didn't mind it. So I started to get kind of unhappy with work, and I'd say I was really unhappy with it for the past year and a bit. Just like, nah, this isn't for me, I'm not enjoying this. I'm actually starting to get kind of miserable. But I'd say I really struggled to kind of cope with it for maybe the past 6 to 8 months. I wasn't sleeping at night. I couldn't think of a time I had a full night's sleep. Just toss and turn every night, like so stressed about my life, thinking my life was over. I was too stupid to go to university. I wasn't going to have a degree. I wasn't ever going to have a job I loved. Like, this is the kind of job I was going to be stuck in for life. When my alarm would go off in the morning, I'd be wide awake, like so wide awake because I couldn't sleep. But I couldn't make myself leave my bed because I was just so full of dread of where I was going. I was like, I physically can't bring myself to get up. Then when I would get up, I'd contemplate whether or not I should phone in sick to work. I just couldn't actually think of going in and actually dealing with the day. So then, in my wee car, driving to work, down the M8 in the morning, in floods of tears, actually crying my heart out. People who passed me must have thought,
that wee girl really hates traffic because she's really unhappy every single morning.
I looked like an absolute weirdo driving to work. I used to be fighting tears all day, so I'd be trying to get on with my work, but I was just like, I can't. Get to the end of the day, I couldn't just switch off and be happy because I was going home. Just like, oh my god, I need to come back in here tomorrow. So absolute raging gorilla. If my mum and dad dare asked me, how was your day? I was like, oh my god, like please stop asking that question. I'd either go to Callum's or Callum would come here, and the stupidest thing, I would erupt like an actual volcano. I quite honestly don't know how I'm not single right now, because I was hard work to the max. It was getting really bad. I remember sitting thinking, people used to say that I was really bubbly and really happy, and I was like, I'm not that at all anymore. And I was like, I've totally lost who I am as a person. I'd start worrying like, well, I'm not the person Callum fell in love with, so he might just end things with me, and you know, my best friends will probably notice that I'm so moody and not any fun anymore, so they might not even want to be my friend. My mum and dad will just think, they'll be like, who are we even raising anymore? And the feeling of worry is horrible. Like, you know, when you're so worried you feel sick, and like my head was just doing loops and loops and loops and loops. Obviously the obvious answer would be apply for a new job. I couldn't even look at it like that. Like, I'd worked myself up into such a big ball of stress that getting a new job was like the last thing that I could even think of. I couldn't catch a break. So Callum's one person I tell everything to, so he would just see me every night lying in bed crying my eyes out. I was like, I can't do this anymore, I genuinely am not coping, like I physically don't know what to do. And he was just like, look Megan, this is so unhealthy. And I'd get so angry because I knew somewhere in the back of my head there was something probably quite wrong, but I didn't want to admit that. I didn't want that to be the reality. I just wanted to feel normal. Just genuinely felt like I was at breaking point. Like, I genuinely felt like I was going to snap one day. I remember I came home from work one day, and I think this is the first time my mum and dad ever really seen me in this state. I just had a total meltdown. Like, I was in floods of tears, and like that way you can't even breathe properly. I remember at that point feeling really sad. And obviously I'm not doing that. Yeah, so I remember I just felt like so out of character, and I just can't do this anymore. Like, I've forgotten what it's like to be happy. I'm really struggling basically. And I remember I felt really embarrassed because I was like, oh my god, like my mum and dad are going to know, like I'm not feeling normal. Mum and dad obviously said to me, look, this isn't healthy, and we didn't realise quite the degree of how you were feeling. Took time off and I went to the doctors, and I was sitting in the waiting room on my own, and I remember I was actually my pants. I tried to speak to her, I probably got like a sentence out, and I just burst into tears. And when I got it all out, it actually just felt really good. Obviously just said to me, look, you're quite clearly struggling from anxiety. It's not the end of the world, like things do get better. And for me, luckily enough, it was only my job, and don't get me wrong, everything else in my life is amazing. I'm very lucky. She was like, right, okay, we won't take it any further right now. I'm just going to give you time off work. You can try and get another job, make yourself feel better, and let me know if we need to maybe take it a bit further. I'm applying to everything I could find, and I was never getting anything. I wasn't even getting like a rejection email. I was like, I'm genuinely stuck, like so stuck. I seen that Be Inspired were hiring, and I just applied. I didn't feel any hope. I didn't think I was going to get it. Then one morning I was making bacon, so I remember I took it out of the grill, and then I was like trying to flip it around, so I was holding a wee bit, and at the same time I was refreshing my emails on my phone. This email from Be Inspired, and they asked me to go in for an interview. So in shock. So I was so in shock I didn't let go of this bacon. It was now burning my fingers, and I was like, then I realised, oh my god, this has burned my fingers, so I put it down. Oh my god, like this was the first time in so long I actually felt like hope. That sounds so cringy. I was so buzzing. I was jumping about my kitchen. I was like, yes. And the interview went fine. Nothing went wrong. Because of how I was feeling, I'd convinced myself that I'd totally seen it. Carol, I've not got it. Then 2 days later, on a Friday, number started phoning me, and I didn't have it saved, so I was like, who could this be? From Be Inspired. And she went, we want to offer you the job. Oh my god, like even still when I think about it, I get so buzzing. Like, I felt it from my head right to my wee baby toes. I never understood why people cry with happiness until this time. Tears just flew out my face. Oh my god, I actually felt like such a huge weight had been lifted off my shoulders. Just like, do you want some time to think about it?
No, I'm taking it, I'll 100% take it.
Callum was like, and he was like, I'm so happy, and gave me a big hug, and I was like, oh. Mum and Dad, and they were over the moon for me, and it's just so buzzing, like, oh, couldn't have been happier. Totally back to myself, like so happy.
Good morning, guys.
I decided to go and buy one of those thingamajigs that you stick on your window so that you can record while you're driving and it's not legal and you're abiding by the law. Look at the state of it, like actually look at the state of it. I feel like the shakiness is actually quite representing my mood today. It's starting my new job and I am shitting my pants. Hello Earthlings. Don't mind me. Just extracting some blackheads from my nose. Yummy. But I was just sitting editing this video and I realised I don't actually have an ending to it, like it just finishes. So I'm ending it now. So today's Thursday and I'm on the 4th day of my new job and it's genuinely going very well. The people are really nice, so maybe I'll make some new friends. I just feel like this was the right decision for my soul. Feeling just a lot more positive and that's just really what I was looking for, so yay to life! Also, I got this little parcel. I've decided it's time to go back to the fake tan game. I'm just a bit pale and it's not working, so it's this new Tanologist tan. So this is the water and it's dark. These wee face drops. Got this Instaglow. I'm really buzzing to use this and be a bronze goddess. Yeah, I suppose if there's a moral to this video or like a hidden message, it's just